All right, everybody, what's going on? It's JP Morgan, back with another video as promised. Um, and we're going to cover today VetUSD or VeChain. It's a project that I'm extremely bullish on. But before we do that, I just wanted to check back in and update everybody with our analysis from last week of Bitcoin. So this past week, we've seen some serious downside for Bitcoin, like was mentioned. Um, we saw price drop from the 19,000s, the low 19,000s, to the mid 17,000s. Um, that low was created on December 11th. We could see where it bounced off here. On the 2 hour, we had a bit of a support candle. There we go. That was the support. And so for now, since that is where Bitcoin bounced at, we're going to mark that off as a new support level. If that gets broken at any point in the future, then I'd be looking for 17.2 to get touched. But for now, we have some upside. So if you caught that move on Bitcoin, that's a great play. As we mentioned in the last video, these lines here, this was just hypothetical. This wasn't my analysis in terms of what I expected. That was hypothetical onto what Bitcoin could have done. I still do believe Bitcoin is due for a correction. So for now, I'm going to be leaving this here. But we could definitely break all-time highs, and the correction could be this 17 area. Assuming that we break all-time highs and we do return to a new support level, this 17,000 area could be our new support. I don't realistically think that we'll be breaking this low, like I mentioned in the last video. So I do think 17,000, 17,500, that might be becoming the new support for Bitcoin. And I genuinely do feel like we will break all-time highs very soon. So with that being said, we have some nice setups here on the daily. We had a nice morning star pattern, some downside wicks for those 3 days, December 9th to December 11th, December 9th, 10th, and 11th, and then another one here yesterday. And so we have some really nice upside potential there, a lot of bullish candles, and not much resistance. So I think if Bitcoin was to break this past month, Bitcoin has been struggling in this area, but assuming we can take it out, let's mark that off. And if we can take out 19,800, then we should be good to go for Bitcoin. So just keep this range in mind. This is a pretty big range, but still a range nonetheless, between 17.5 and the 19,800 region. So just keep an eye on that for your Bitcoin plays. Obviously, use potential candles here as indication for the next move. So this candle here, downside before the upside, this was mentioned. Another one here, downside before the major upside. So you can use all these. I won't be keeping them there because that's not how I trade, but you can keep an eye on the 18.2 area for Bitcoin, 18.2K and 18.5K as support levels. If those get broken, then obviously we can be looking at 17.7, 17.2, etc. The same levels we spoke about last week. But for now, we'll see if Bitcoin can break these highs up here. So now to VetUSD, VeChain. It's a project personally I am extremely bullish on. A project I am personally heavily invested in, strictly for the fundamental aspect of it. Supply chain is an industry that needs help, and we know that. And so that is why I am bullish on it. I'll make a different video explaining why I am bullish on VeChain. But I'm just going to mark up here some resistance points right now. Obviously, this bullish candle was the last bullish candle before this downside move. We were at around 2 cents in August 21st to be exact. We had hit kind of all-time highs, the 0.023 area to 0.026. I think on KuCoin it was 0.026 or something like that. But here is the last bullish candle before this major downside move that continued from here initially. Obviously, as we spoke about last week, all of these candles had gotten retested. So this is why this trading plan is so simple, because it's either your trades play or they don't when you use methods such as these. So this bullish candle, downside move, this candle got retested here with this wick. Very simple. Bullish candle here, downside move. This candle, well, these bullish candles got tested here with this wick, August 21st. This bullish candle here, major downside move, got tested here with this wick. Very simple. These price points get retested at some point. These wicks, it's clockwork. And so obviously we see the same thing here, acting as resistance at the 0.018 region. We haven't had a real strong push past it just yet. So until this breaks, I'm not looking for it to really do much. I do think we could push up to the 0.0171 area. And if we can break from there, obviously these serve as resistance points for now. So these are all prices that you have to keep an eye on. Obviously, we want to keep an eye on the 2 cents if 0.019 is broken. We want to look at 0.019 if 0.018 is broken. These are all resistance points that have to get broken. We could see rejection at any of these points, so be prepared for that. Obviously, Bitcoin is king of the market. So Bitcoin goes down, then generally speaking, all coins go down with it. It has a tendency to do that. These coins don't necessarily follow on their own strength just yet. Support levels, though, we could see a revisit of the 0.014 area. We haven't gotten a proper test of that since December 3rd or so. So we could get a test of that. And obviously support levels, we are looking at this area as a whole at the 1 cent point. Again, we trade naked charts, don't use indicators. These are all strictly support and resistance points, watching strictly off of price action. And if any of these points are broken, you look for the next point to get revisited if you want to enter into a short, or if you're longing VeChain, if you're trading that way. You can look at these resistance points being broken, these candles getting retested for continuation to the upside, or if these support levels are broken, we can look for entry at these candles and continuation to the downside. So we're not necessarily predicting, we're just following what we see and following the price action that the chart is telling us. So personally, my opinion on VeChain, again, like I said, I'm extremely bullish on VeChain. These are just some quick markups of points to pay attention to, points of interest for very obvious reasons. You can take this how you want it. If you think I should be an RSI trader or whatever they're called, indicator trader, and so be it. I trade naked charts, and this is what the charts are telling me. These are prices of interest. And so personally, I am extremely bullish on VeChain for many reasons. Next week, I'll make a video explaining the importance of supply chain and in this particular project and their partnerships, and VTHO playing an important role in that as well. So again, like and subscribe if you can. VeChain is available. Personally, I buy it on KuCoin. You can buy on KuCoin. You can email me for my link. That'd be great. We both benefit from it. And the VeThor wallet supports all coins in the VeChain ecosystem. So with all that being said, once again, I want to thank you for checking this channel out. Any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'm JP Morgan on Instagram if you have me, Telegram. With all that, I'm out. I'll catch you guys later.